Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. And look who's back with us. Giorgio, my Aquarius brother.
Hi, everyone.
Late,
Feels like it's been like years since I've been
right?
on
But
here.
it's been a couple of months though, and I've missed you. I've truly missed you. I mean, we were talking in the interim, but still I miss doing this with you, Giorgio.
Same.
I love the fact that your YouTube, your podcast, your TikTok, Instagram, everything is like on the high right now. And I'm really enjoying your videos and everything.
Thank you, my love. I've spent a lot of the summer just kind of focusing on content and expanding on it and trying new things. So I appreciate everyone's support. And hello to everyone in the chat. I don't think I said hello to everyone yet.
Hello, everybody. Let's say hello to the chat. Hello, Lady Rivera's in the house. Hello. And it's Friday. We usually meet on Sundays. And I nearly said a happy Sunday, but no, you guys, it's the weekend. Woo! And what a great way to start the weekend. Yes, please subscribe. And if you're new here and like this video, the most important thing is for you to like this video, you guys, because this is a way to show us love and also help the YouTube gods, the algorithm and the YouTube gods to put this video out there so other people can find us and join our family, which is growing, you guys, because we did hit 4K this week.
Yeah.
So exciting, off to like 5K. And also the merch shop will be dropping next week. I will make an announcement on the community tab and on Instagram. So, keep your eyes peeled because you're going to love the merch that we have in the merch shop, you guys. So, and I would love to see you guys wearing it. So you'll have to send me some photos of wearing the merch, especially. And what would be great is if you guys, wherever you're from, because this is like worldwide, we're all international here. And I would love for you guys, when you purchase your merch, to take a picture in front of, let's say, a landmark of your city or something, or like a something that is special or unique where you live. That would be great. That's a great way to get to know each other as well, and where you are all from. Ooh, okay, said it.
I love that. I love that idea.
Isn't it? Because we're so international.
I know.
We've got US, Canada, Europe, Dubai, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand. That's why I love the internet and YouTube as well. So hello, Christina. Hello, everyone. This is exciting. We've got a lot to talk about today because I've been thinking about doing this video for a while now because we've had so many breakups, okay, over the summer because we did have Venus retrograde. I have talked about Venus retrograde and what that does for couples, especially couples that are not meant to be, really. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or when the cycle comes to an end, but you still keep going, you still try to work things out. Venus goes retrograde and then boom, it's like, nope, this is not working out. Goodbye. So we're going to look into things because everyone has been wanting to know what's happening. Taylor Swift, we've got Natalie Portman, we've got Sophia Vergara. I mean, there's just Kevin Costner. That huge. That was a bombshell as well. So Georgia and I are here today, you guys, to ask the cards and find out what is really happening or what happened and which led to these breakups and divorces. Oh, dear Giorgio, what can I say? There's just so much going on. And as you know, because we were talking a little bit about it backstage, that's why we're late. Sorry, you guys. We've been catching up a little bit on this whole drama, podcast drama, YouTube drama, all of that stuff. And yeah, Giorgio, he did do a video on the whole Zach and Adam situation. So you'll have to head on over either to his podcast or his YouTube channel to see what he says. It's very fair. He does talk a little bit about, not a little bit, he does talk about what Dana Wilkie came out and said, okay, about the whole thing, about the whole situation, and she wasn't even there. So we were catching up a little bit regarding what is happening right now. But we'll not get into that right now because I think we need a break from all that drama for now.
Well, and I do want to preface, and I'll just warn everyone, yesterday's episode that Natalie was just referring to, thank you. It is a rant episode, so it's not structured. So no need to tell me to get to the point. If you feel like I'm dragging it on, sometimes that happens to me. I did get a lot of comments that I think I know where they're coming from, but nonetheless, just a warning, I do rant sometimes. So if you do listen to my podcast, it can get a little winded, but
it's fine. We're human. I stumble upon my own words sometimes because there's just a lot of things, and especially when you've got so many thoughts going on, and you're doing a video, it's sometimes it does sound like you're rambling or it's a rant. It is, you guys, it's hard to do what we're doing. I'm telling you, it's hard. So yeah, don't go after him. And at the end of the day, he's being honest. Giorgio is being honest. He's just expressing his own opinion. He says it as he sees it from his perspective, and that's it. Respect that. So there you go.
There you go.
Right. Issa says, I love me a rant. There you go. People love a rant. We do that quite a bit. Right. Okay. Shall we dive in, you guys? Shall we dive in?
Dive in, we shall.
Let's start. Hold on. So I think we should let's start with Kevin Costner and Christina Baumgartner. Right? Because that was at the beginning of summer. That was when everyone was like DMing me while I was on holiday. Like, can you do a video on this? What's going on? I'm like, I'm on holiday. I'm not doing videos right now. So there you go. I'm back now. We'll do it now. So what can you tell us about that, Georgia? Just keep us a little bit up to date as to the situation. I know they went to court regarding the what's called the
child support.
Right. She was asking for $160,000 a month, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And the judge ruled that she is entitled to half of that. So she's entitled to $60,000. Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. I think this is a bigger conversation around just in general the how child support is, how they formulate that number. And obviously they base it off of what his income has been. And he's been doing pretty well the last few years because he's on Yellowstone. He's been working consistently, obviously. But I think the issue lies on his side is like, well, and I think a lot of people at the end of the day would like, does it take $80,000 a month to like raise a child? And then you have to factor in that this is the lifestyle that this child has been accustomed to. So then there's that argument. But then there's like, yes, I get that. But like in my opinion, she will be garnering most of that 80 grand. So I think that's where it was interesting that she was originally asking for as much as she asked for just child. Like, it just seemed a little bit much. Not to say that she shouldn't get that in spousal support but that would be more directed towards her. So that's fine. But I guess the child support thing always throws me off when they go in asking for these astronomical numbers monthly, because then, because I think I was watching someone else who's in finance who touched on this a little bit, and from the perspective of like, once it's set in motion or once the judgment is put in place, it's very hard for him to then later go back and try to reprove that he's not making the same amount of money or to try to get an adjustment. So I think the whole thing is just messy. I personally think there's some anger involved here in terms of like wanting to get what's hers. And I think that unfortunately, like most situations, the child is used as the weapon, whether that be through trying to get more money out of the other party or, you know, use the child against the other party so they can't see the child or whatever have you. But I think ultimately this is one of those things that they clearly had a lot of issues that brewed, and then she now is unleashing it legally.
You know what's funny? I read that after the courts ruled that she's entitled, or she and her children are entitled to like the $68,000 or something like that. You know what's funny? She said, "Well, I'm gonna go back to school because I need to figure out how I'm gonna make, how I'm gonna support myself." Huh? Huh? I thought she's like a handbag designer. Isn't she a designer, first of all? Second of all, and I think she was an actress as well. She's acted in a couple of things. Also, 68,000 is not enough? Like,
No.
please.
What are you going to do with that? What is she supposed to do with $68,000 a month?
I don't know. I'm dumbfounded. I mean, that's really rich people problems. I mean, I don't. And what does that entail? Does the 68,000 entail? Does that include the school tuition, the tuition fees, or is that Kevin Costner?
No. Oh no, this is not inclusive of any of that. That was the other part to this, because that is just to take care, feed, clothe, roof over the head. That's to take care of that. And that's barely covering it, Natalie. So when you start getting into the schools and stuff, Kevin's going to be covering that as well. College, I'm assuming they would send their child to a paid facility type private school. So yes, he would be paying for that and anything outside of that. But that's where people are getting a little riled up with it, because it's like, oh, that doesn't include anything. That is just... Not to say that she shouldn't receive it. I don't want to come off like I'm being like, whatever, screw her. But
no,
put it in perspective, like, it's a lot for, what is it, one child they have together, right?
I'm not sure. Is it one? I mean,
is it one or is it two? Either way, even if it's 5, that's still a lot.
I mean, what does she feed her child or children for breakfast? Like white truffle pancakes? I don't get it. Like, like what's in their lunch
Probably
box?
like staff
Russian
to take
caviar?
care of the child, making sure, like, because again, she's also used to living a certain way. So now she's, this is a big step down for her, even with this big child support check. Because honestly, maybe I'm dumb. She has 5 children. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll split. Does it cost $10,000 a month or $12,000 a month, rather, to take care of children? Probably in that situation.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense if it's no, wait.
Okay, so that does make more sense. 3 kids. Which one? 3 or 5?
3 or 5, you guys. Anyways, if it's 5 kids or if it's 3 and above, that makes more sense. Because of the cost of living, because of all that, and okay, you're right. But it's still excessive for us.
People do it on a lot less, is the point. I think the point is, the reality is, she is not the only person that has 5 children. She's not the only person that's gone through a divorce. The difference between her and most of everyone else is that they are not divorcing Kevin Costner. They're divorcing Kevin at the auto shop who hasn't been at work for 2 weeks. Okay? She's going to get a $22 check from the state as her child support payment, and she's still going to have to work another job to make ends meet. So there you have it. So no, I don't think at the end of the day, the women are like, oh my God, poor her. I get it, girl. No, they don't, because they're still not going to get a $68,000 check clearing their account every month. There's no relation to that. I'm sorry. I can get it. I can understand it to some degree, but there's no relation. There's no way that someone's going to relate to that unless they're also in that same boat financially.
I agree. But let's see, why did they get divorced at the end of the day? If she was having such a nice cushioned life before when she was with Kevin.
what
right?
caused her to finally be like, I'm done.
Yeah, and then only get 68,000, live off 68,000 a month. Okay. Let's look then, because this sounds fishy. So let's see. Who shall we start with? I mean, are there any rumors out there? Because I haven't been following the story, to be honest. But people are saying in the chat that infidelity, I mean, usually, not always, usually it's always the case. But we all know that these Hollywood couples, and I'm not talking about Kevin Costner right now. We all know that in Hollywood, there's a lot of this open relationship kind of like status going around. So
yeah, that's not anything. I feel like that's not
yeah,
shocking anymore.
no, that's what I'm saying. So if like most people who are like rich and celebrities are okay with an open relationship, what leads to a divorce or such an expensive divorce? Obviously there's a lot more behind this, because otherwise, you'd stay married, you'd like, okay, you do your thing, I do my thing, we're okay, we've been together for 15, 16 years, why should we break this? So there's obviously something there. Shall we start with Kevin? Let's start with Kevin and see what is up with him.
Side note, I used to have the biggest crush on Kevin Costner when I was younger.
No, you did?
I thought he was so handsome. And then I got older and I was like, oh. But just wanted to throw that out there. Don't judge me.
I mean, in Bodyguard, he was sexy because, he was the bodyguard and there was the whole story.
I actually think that's when I thought he was like, I think that's when I thought he was attractive, actually.
Yeah, that was when I thought he was attractive.
Was like, he was, there was, you know what it was? This would have been a red flag back then. I was like, oh my God, he has issues. I love him. He's hiding something.
That tells us a lot about you.
Come here. Let's chat, baby.
Oh, Lord. That's funny. But I used to be like that. Anyone that was like the underdog or the rebellious one, I would be attracted to, because I'm like, bring them over. I'm an Aquarius. I can deal with this.
It's an Aquarius thing. It totally is.
I know. Now I'm like, no, give me normal. Give me normal.
No, I am such a basic bitch now. I don't have it in me.
Oh, Lord. Well, you are with Jeff, right? So you being with Jeff.
No, I'm not going to be out here swinging from a rafter or anything anyways.
You're an Aquarius. Don't mind. You never know.
That's true. We can surprise you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We keep people on their toes. That is for sure.
All right, let's go back to Kevin now. Okay. Sexy Kevin, or used to be sexy.
What did Kevin do?
So what's Kevin's perspective on this? That's what I'm asking the cards, right? So we want to see it from Kevin's eyes, lens, perspective. All right, enough shuffling. I just got distracted with everything you said. So 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords, not happy. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So what I'm seeing here, 5 of Swords, I really feel that they weren't really, like, they were together for a long time, but with this 5 of Swords and 3 of Swords, I feel that they were like, there's a disconnect there. I don't feel that they were like a in quotes normal couple. I really feel that they were, in a sense, living different lives, but they were still together as a couple because they have their children, because they were in a relationship. So it feels to me that they weren't really communicating or that close in the last, I want to say 5 years, 4 or 5 years. This is where it's all kind of like gone downhill in that relationship. 3 of Swords, he is pissed and disappointed about something. Kevin is, okay? And I've got the Ace of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles, we know Pentacles is money. Oh, Hierophant. That's marriage. That's a relationship. That's their marriage, and it comes it comes out next to the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Let me pull one more. The wheel. Here's the thing: we were making fun of Christina Baumgartner about the money that she was like asking for. What came through is I feel that she was spending a lot, or she misused money, i.e., invested, took a chunk of their money or his money and invested it in places and things that didn't turn out that great for them. I feel that she spends a lot of money, but you know what's interesting? Let me have a quick look. I have their chart here. So Kevin he's a Capricorn, so money's important for Kevin. Okay. He's got Moon in Sagittarius. Ooh. And then let me see. His Venus is Sagittarius and his ascendant is in Virgo.
Oh, yeah, no.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Kevin, you guys, not an easy man to live with, be in a relationship with. Okay. I feel he's got a sharp tongue with those placements there. And being a Capricorn very much, they care about their coin. They care.
Oh, yeah.
They worry about the future. You know this, right? So this is what I'm getting here. It's like the lifestyle choices he was disappointed. Maybe she took some money without him knowing and invested it in just to double, maybe to make more money, but it didn't turn out that way. And things just went downhill from there. And I feel disconnect. 5 of Cups, very disappointed.
Actually, this actually makes some sense because looking at his chart and the placements alone, if she was going out and spending frivolously and using his hard-earned, essentially his fortune, what he's worked so hard to earn, and she's blowing it, and it's one after the other, where maybe I'm pretty sure it wasn't a one-time investment that she didn't get her money back, that he flipped out. Although I do think that either way, they don't like to lose money at all. So even an investment going wrong, I could see him probably not being super nice about it. But then on the flip side, I could also see why she's now trying to get out and get her coin, because God only knows what she dealt with on a daily basis with someone like that. Because if she was spending the way she was, she heard about it.
Oh yeah. And you know what? The Knight of Swords came, like, I feel that he was completely unaware of that. So there was like, he trusted her, or he wasn't really following, like he wasn't just following what she was doing. That's why I'm saying there was a disconnect between them. It doesn't feel like they were in each other's lives per se. Right. So, and he found out, and as soon as he found out, it was like, that was it. Curtain call. He was out as soon as he found out, because that was a betrayal. And I have Christine Baumgartner's here placements. She's a Pisces. Oh, dear Lord. And then Venus and Aquarius. Ooh, Aquarius and Sagittarius Venus? No. Because he's got a Sag Venus, and then ascended Sagittarius. So, ooh.
Yeah, that's not a good mix.
Not a good mix, because Pisces they live up in the clouds. They just live in their own little bubble. They do tend to lie sometimes, a lot of times. And this is because they want to safeguard their own feelings, or they want to safeguard their own like secrets and stuff that are happening. You don't do that to a Capricorn with so many Sag placements. No. Because as soon as they feel betrayed, they're out. Not only they're out, they're going to go after you. So I don't know what, you know what? Maybe she was a little bit sort of addicted to spending.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know who comes up when we talk about her? Kim Zolciak. except that she's not gambling. She doesn't have a gambling issue. But I'm picking up like very similar energy, like someone who's like, oh, okay, I made this much money, and I think this is a good idea. Someone told me about NFTs, so let me just what's called invest in NFTs or whatever it is, crypto, whatever it may be, stocks. And it didn't work out, but she did it behind his back. And as soon as he found out, that was it. He was like, I'm not going to play this charade anymore. I don't want to be part of this. I'm out. I don't want you having access to my money anymore. So it's done.
That's got to be such a tricky situation to be in too, because it's like technically it is his money. And so I feel like unless she was there from the very beginning, to even if she wasn't, like, I don't know how long they've been married, but they have 5 children together, so they clearly had some sort of relationship to have 5 children. So it could be that along the way, at least in the last, but listen, that timeline, the last 4 or 5 years that you mentioned, Natalie, makes sense, because in the last 3, he's been doing Yellowstone. He's been busy working. So it could be that the distance, the not being on the same page about stuff, and then her overspending just got to be too much for him to manage. And then failed investments or whatever it was that she didn't get their money back or return on investment on. Oh boy.
Because I'm trying to get Christine's perspective on this, or outlook on this. 3 of Pentacles. This is working together. We're a team, and your money or my money is our money. This is her mentality. This is how she thinks. Ouch. And you're right, George. I forgot. Were they living separately because he was filming?
Yeah, because I'm sure he was busy. He's been busy doing that show for the last 3.5. So I mean, that I'm sure added distance between them, and if they're already in this spot where he's feeling this way.
Wow. Hold on, let me shuffle. Let's see. Okay, so let's see, because this is interesting what comes up for. So this was a jumper card. 9 of Wands. She's very defensive. Queen of Swords. She comes up as a Queen of Swords here, in 2 of Pentacles. She was like, honestly, she was also like, for a long time, she wasn't really, she wanted out, okay? But it was the money. Maybe before he started Yellowstone, maybe he got like a huge boost because of Yellowstone when he started that show, and things got better. And then she's like, oh, maybe I should wait a little bit longer, or wait and see. But look at this. And she seems to have a sharp tongue too with this Queen of Swords, someone who's very direct. Interesting. Interesting. But how I see 7 of Swords, sneaky behavior, doing things sneakily, bad intentions. It just tracks. Look at that. Knight of Wands is being defensive. It's protecting yourself, hiding behind something, behind a facade, hiding behind something. Queen of Swords, someone she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's ambitious. She's ambitious. 2 of Pentacles, money, balancing the coin. Like, what do I do? Do I go for a divorce and see what I can get from that? Do I stay? No. Justice. There's the Justice, you guys. There's the Justice. Justice is also the divorce card, or the Chariot card can be the divorce card. In this case, she's like, yeah. Like, she wasn't going to go for that. She wasn't going to file for divorce. Kevin found out, not happy, and he's like, we're done. I don't even want to talk about this. I'm out. No second chances, nothing. I feel he's angry, disappointed, and betrayed. She's like shocked a little bit, like, ooh, she wasn't expecting him to react in that way. I feel that
she probably assumed he wouldn't care or something, or he maybe would have been cold about it and just given her what she wanted, and then she'd be able to go on her merry way. And he was like, nope, I'm not giving you $160,000 a month and paying for school.
Yeah, absolutely. So it doesn't look good. Chariot, there it is, you guys, the chariot, the divorce. She wanted out, but she stayed because of the coin. She stayed because of the status, the coin. Kevin Costner for a long time wasn't working. He's back on our screens now. You know how it's like. There's like life cycles with actors. And as soon as he started becoming popular again and getting jobs and roles in, she's like, I'll wait it out. But then he found out. That's a weird reason, you guys.
But she also might be wanting to keep a
Yes,
sort
I
of specific lifestyle at all costs. That's what I kind of get from like this is like, no, the money has got to be coming in because I'm not losing my lifestyle with him in it or
absolutely.
without. And I need it until I can get carried over until some other man can come and add more money to the pot because she's not going to be broke. She's making sure of that.
Absolutely not. And she's got skills. She was a designer, so she can go back to that. And Data is asking, did she see something and started hiding money away? Yes, she was hiding money, or she has been hiding money.
I was just going to say, I have a feeling she was hiding money and she was also talking to lawyers way well in advance to understand what her strategy would be here. Because let's
Yes.
not mince words. She knows she's up against a celebrity who's got a lot of resources and access to some of the best lawyers. So she had to do her due diligence. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been able to pull the trigger on this. Who gave her that number to begin with to ask for that? How would she have come up with that? Does she manage their finances? I don't think she does.
No, she doesn't. Maybe she's got like some, like he gives her like a monthly, or he gave her,
Allowance.
yeah, a monthly allowance. But that was supposed to go for certain things. It was supposed to go to the family, to the kids, for the kids' needs, social stuff, whatever. And I feel that, yeah, this something else. Another indication that I'm getting is that she probably was making money on the side and she was hiding it from him. That's another thing that I'm picking up as well. That she was also working or doing some projects that she kept hidden from him because she didn't want him to know that she was making an X amount of money or she was making money. Because I can tell you, Capricorns are not thrifty. Those are Pisces are usually thrifty, okay, and cheap. But Capricorns,
sorry, Pisces.
I just say I call it as I see it, or as I know it, you guys. Sorry about that. But Capricorns, for instance, Tauruses and Virgos, they're the spendthrifts. Like they spend a lot of money. Like they don't save. They just don't. They're like, if they've got money in their account or in their pocket, they're like, I'm gonna go and have a good time. I'm gonna buy everyone gifts. I'm gonna buy nice things. Pisces are not like that. But I feel that too, that she was making money lately on this side and he was completely unaware of it. So isn't that a betrayal?
That is because it means that you want your cake and you want to eat it too. Financially, you want to use his money and whatever he may be allowing her to access in terms of funds. But then she's over here on the side making her own income and keeping that and not putting it back in or at the very least, just to say, look, I'm bringing something to the table. But to hide it with a Capricorn, that sends a lot of red flags because, again, they are very money conscious. So if they are with a partner, husband, wife, whatever have you, and that person's hiding money,
Not good.
Good luck. Good luck.
And I feel that's why she filed for divorce, because the divorce cards come in her reading, right? And I feel that's why she filed for divorce. I think she was trying to one up him in the sense, I'll get there before he does because maybe I have a stronger case if I, file for divorce first. This is what I'm getting. So calculating. Sorry, but not sorry. That's the truth.
Oh,
I don't
she's
know.
probably gonna. I don't know this for a fact, but I would assume also that he's gonna probably have to pay for her legal fees.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know how that works. She should pay for her own, right?
But then if he's got all the money, how does that work when she's divorcing? How is she paying? Like, I don't understand. Like, I know she makes her own money, but like she doesn't make what he makes. So whatever lawyer she has got to be expensive, I would assume, to be aggressively trying to.
Maybe she's got a payment plan with her lawyers because she's going to be getting 68K a month. So maybe she's got a deal with her lawyers and saying, you guys, I can pay off in payment. Like, I need a payment plan.
I mean, not to say you can't do that. I'm just saying, I just wonder how that works on that side. Like if she's being like asking him to like also pay for her to aggressively go after him. I know it sounds weird, but I know people ask for it.
No, I know, but we know she's got money on the side and she's made some money on the side. So probably that's how she pays her legal team, to be honest. But I don't know how it works. I really don't know how it works. I'm not rich. I'm never going to be in that sort of like, financial bracket. So.
Well, don't say never.
That's true. I should manifest that, right? But you know what? I don't want rich people problems. I don't. Those are like,
you
the
wouldn't
more money you
have
the
them
more-
because you understand what it is to not be in that bubble. Not to say you wouldn't change, but I'm saying you wouldn't forget this.
No, of course not. I wouldn't, because I am who I am. That money is not going to change me. But yeah, we're beings. We all have egos. We all have egos, and sometimes things can get to your head.
Money will mirror, in my opinion, mirror the real character of the person.
Yeah.
You give a lot of money to someone who's got a kind heart, they're not going to turn into a dick. They're going to go and they're going to help people with that money, or they're going to try to do what they can to utilize those resources. And we all know of people who have a lot of money. Maybe we've come in passing where we're like, wow, that's such a nice thing that person does. They're not ego tripping off of the amount of money that they have. Then you have other people who come into a lot of money and it brings out that darkness, the greed, the power. Now I'm condescending. Now I'm better than you. But at one point you weren't. So it's just, that's what I view, because money is just a made up concept anyway, if we're going to be 100%. So it turns you, just like I feel like alcohol brings out who you really are.
True. It's a truth serum. That's true. So I guess money is like the I don't know how you're going to say this. Like it rears its evil little head. Like your evil little alter ego comes out when you start earning a lot of money, or when you find yourself with a lot of money. Yes, that's true. All right, hold on, you guys. Because my computer is acting up right now. Hold on, you guys, because I need to just shut some things down before my computer shuts down. Okay. All right. So who's next? Let's see who we have here. I think we should go for you guys. If I drop out, that means my computer's just like restarted itself. There's nothing I can do about that. It's one of those things. Shall we move on to Ariana Grande?
Oh boy.
Oh,
and
here
Jeffrey
we go.
has made it into the live. Hello, Jeffrey.
Hi, Leo Jeffrey. Hi, long time no see. Where is he? Okay, I'll bring him up. Hi. Smaragda just joined us. Smaragda is she's Greek too. She lives in Florida. Just saying.
Oh, good to know.
There you go. It's the my big fat Greek live, I guess.
Yeah.
Today. Right. So let's move to Ariana Grande. And what do we know about this whole situation? Divorce, breakup.
All I know is I think the bottom line is that Ariana Grande, to me, exudes someone that is infatuated with the feeling and the idea of love and romance, but I don't actually think, like, there's some people that need the newness all the time. Like if it starts to get too past that new honeymoon phase mark, if you will, and things get real, I feel like she's one of those people that's like, all right, I'm okay. I don't like almost like the guy's gonna have to continue the honeymoon phase, even if he's not in the honeymoon phase, so that she can so I feel like when she went off to shoot the movie, obviously that seems to be a common thread in a lot of celebrity breakups, the distance, right? Because of work, projects, whatever have you, especially if you have two celebrities in the relationship that both are off constantly doing stuff. But in this situation, I'm not saying this guy is not busy, but I can imagine that her level of busy is not on the same page as his. And so maybe there was that. And then I also, which is so perplexing, and no shade to this gentleman in the movie that she is connected to, but like whatever she did, she gets people to drop what they're doing and date her. So I'm starting to feel like maybe it's her. Not to say that the guy's not a piece of garbage, the one that left his wife to be with her, but are we all still here? I think we froze. Am I frozen? Or is it just Natalie?
All right, you guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. All right, told you. My computer just like, I don't know what happened. I won't use the tarot cam for whatever reason. It's retrograde. It's Mercury retrograde. So there you go. Sorry. And you were saying.
No, I was saying I think that Ariana is someone who's just addicted to the infatuation of what the idea of being in love with someone is and what that feeling is. And once that goes away and she's not around that person for whatever reason, it's who's ever in her face. Does that make sense? Like this guy, she was clearly having a lot of interaction with him. They had to have a lot of intimate scenes, obviously. So I feel like she feeds off that part of it and falls in love with maybe the essence of what she thinks the person is. So maybe the husband that she's currently married to, that she's leaving at the time, served a purpose for her and she felt the need to want to marry this guy. There's something around the concept of romance, marriage, but I don't think she actually wants to get in the trenches when it comes to actually being in a partnership like that.
So she's like a J-Lo, because that sounds like a little bit like J-Lo.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, a modern day J-Lo, and she is. I mean, I don't want to call her a man eater because I don't think that's the case. But, you know, if you look at her track record, if you will, of dating, it's kind of like she gets bored and then she's like, oh, you're cute. Let me go infatuate myself with you and write an album about it and exploit it. And then it's almost like a J-Lo with a Taylor Swift element because it's almost like she's like man hungry and then she gets in this place and then she uses it as content.
But actually, look, she's a Cancer, right? So she's nurturing with her partners, with her boyfriends and
I could see that.
men. Moon and Libra, look, you're right. Moon and Libra looking for love, wanting to feel like being in love with the idea of being in love. Just like J-Lo. Okay. Just I think she's romantic. She romanticizes things I think you're spot on with that. Let me have a quick look. Ascended Capricorn. And she's got her Venus in Taurus and her Mars in Virgo. Wow. So she's someone who needs stability. She needs someone. I'll tell you what she's looking for, and she's not getting. She's looking for an equal, in quotes.
Yeah, well, that's going to
Equal
be
right?
hard.
That's really hard. But in her mind, what she's looking for is like, I don't want to be in love because I love being in love. I love being in a relationship. And I think this is so romantic. But as soon as she really gets to know someone, I feel that, and she really starts to see them for who they are, she realizes that they're not equal. Like, you know, and she's got that Capricorn moon. So she's going to protect her coin. She's going to protect her reputation. She's going to protect her career. But the Cancer in her is like, you know what? I think I can change him. You know,
Yeah.
I think if I give him a shower him with love and I nurture him and I be a little bit of a mom to him, he might change or he'll be with me forever. And then suddenly she's like, uh-oh, no, I don't see it.
Yeah, it's definitely all of those things, I think, for her. And also she's got a whole team of people. So imagine this guy is trying to financially probably merge with her on some level and try to, feel like an equal at least. But I'm sure for her it's difficult because it's like everything is really on her. They go purchase something, they're not going to purchase something on his salary bracket necessarily.
Right.
They're going to go with hers. House, cars, travel, accommodations. He's not going to get the level of any of that she would get on her own. So it's like I could see people around her being like, is he just riding your tails? Is like this, what does he do? What does he like? Not to say, I don't know. The whole thing is convoluted because it's like, obviously it would be difficult for someone to match her financially that is not a business person or like some big CEO
True.
type guy. I just don't see it.
Wow. Sun in Leo, moon in Capricorn, seventh house, the house of marriage and relationship in Aries. And then we have Venus in Leo. Oh, wow. Mars in Libra with him. Dalton Gomez is, oh, wow. Okay.
He's got a lot of Leo.
A lot of Leos. So, you know what? Status and how people see them or sees him is very important to him. Let me have another look. Seventh in Aries. Ooh, wow. I want to say that let's throw the cards, but just by looking at them intuitively, I want to say that he's the one that
I was just thinking that when I just looked at the chart. I swear to you, I was just going to say before you pull those cards, I have a feeling
he's the
that
one that broke it off.
I love you, Jeff, but Leo sometimes when they want something, they'll go for it. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But in some situations, in her situation, because they also like a certain, creme de la creme of things. And now if he's married to her, he's going to ultimately get some of that access to that as well. I could see if he was being pushy about wanting certain things or expecting things to be, I don't know. I just get something on his end that rubbed her wrong and she was just like done with it. And maybe she didn't realize until she was away.
If only I can show you the cards. So Magician, it feels to me that because I threw his cards first, okay, because I wanted to see his side first. He manifested. I feel that he was in pursuit of this relationship. Like he wanted to make this happen with her. Like he had his eyes on her and he wanted to make this happen. He wanted to manifest this relationship and he did. The Queen of Pentacles. That's how he sees her. Unfortunately, cash cow. But also, I do feel that there was, in the beginning, there was attraction and there was sexual chemistry. But he's very mature. He's like a child. And she got tired of that. She got annoyed with his behavior, with his tantrums, his immaturity, all of that. Because she sees him, he comes up as the Page of Wands, like fiery, Leo, fire, right? But Paige being more immature, someone who is not emotionally mature either. Okay, not just up here, but emotionally as well. So, and it seems to me that the honeymoon period was over a long time ago. But as you said, Giorgio, spot on. Like Ariana was the queen of pentacles to him. You know, I mean,
That's the thing. I know that she's being painted because of the situation she's now entangled with this gentleman who was married. But her exiting that relationship, I now feel strongly had more to do with him than her just being bored.
He wanted the attention. Like he loved being with her because he got attention, right? They were talked about this. We're talking about Ariana Grande. So, but that, like, yeah, no, he's the one. And I actually, you guys, look, 10 of Swords. Yeah, definitely. He's the one that broke it off. 10 of Swords, done. And you know what came through, you guys? I'm sorry, allegedly, it's my opinion, etc., but I don't feel that he was loyal to her. I don't feel that he was monogamous. I feel that he had side pieces. Sorry, but not sorry, because that's what I'm seeing. But he definitely ended it. He just, yeah. But Ariana, look, death. Look at this. 10 of Swords, death. Wow, this must have been like a really bad breakup. Like it, I feel it happened after like a very big fight where it's like he was done out. It doesn't look pretty. It does not look pretty to me at all. Wow.
Well,
I
you
feel
know,
like,
I mean, if someone's going to be pissed off and throw a temper tantrum, it's going to, like, when Leos get to that place, it can get really fiery. So I can imagine if they got into a big blowout fight.
Yeah, doesn't look good. Does not look good. So definitely he was out. 8 of Cups. Like he's over it. He was over it. How long were they together though? Was it like 6, 7 years?
No, it's not been that long because they've only been married a couple years.
But I think they were like a few years before they got married. I don't know. The chat will definitely let us know. But I was under the impression that there was like over 5 years.
They may have known each other, perhaps, but I feel like they kind of dated and then they just, because it was like random. She just got married one day. It was just like, it wasn't anything.
True. I think they got married. Was it like they had a small wedding or something?
Yeah, it was like at her mom's house or something.
Right,
It
right.
wasn't anything major. Like,
but I agree with Maragda. It was more of a fantasy, something that he created. He loved the whole thing, like, you know, just being associated, like just not only associated with her, but being married to her. The whole like we're a power couple, you know, we're this and that, and yeah, it wore off because he got bored. It didn't. There was sexual chemistry in the beginning, but it wasn't enough. It's not enough to keep this relationship going for him at least. But
no.
You know what? She actually he paid her a favor actually because she's out of this. She wouldn't have come out that easily out of this marriage, out of this relationship.
She probably would have continued to try to nurture it and like try to figure out how to fix it. Yeah.
Yes, and fix him. But oh my God, the like how I see him and feel his energy. Wow. Oh my God, moody, temper tantrums, immature, like, you know, demanding. I feel that he was demanding too. Like, I want this and I want to get it now, and blah, blah, blah. So actually, Ariana, you're free. Go, girl. Live your best life now. You know,
thank you.
have
Next.
fun. Exactly. Thank you. Next. That's it. So, wow. I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either. I really wasn't. I really thought it was maybe she was just bored and just, you know, was just like, la di da, I'm done with you. But no, that makes a lot of sense.
It makes 100% sense. So shall we move on to the next one? Who do you want to do? Do we want Taylor Swift with Maddie Healy, Sofia Vergara, or do we want Natalie Portman? next.
Let's do Natalie Portman, because I feel like she was another one that,
because that was shocking, actually.
Yeah, I wasn't I mean, wouldn't expect that, especially because I feel like they were, the last time she spoke of her marriage, she was speaking very highly of her husband. So,
and there are cheating rumors going around. Well, not rumors. I think it's been confirmed that he was cheating. Let's look at her chart really quickly. She's a Gemini, Moon in Virgo. She's very intuitive, and Ascendant in Virgo. She's super intuitive, and Venus in Cancer. So I think she caught him. I feel she caught him lying. She caught him cheating because she's intuitive. She knew it already before even people told her about it. Let's look at his chart. Benjamin Lapid, another Gemini. Ow, two Geminis together. Okay.
His Ascendant is in Virgo as well.
What? And his Venus is in Taurus, Moon in Aries. Very similar, but very different at the same time. I feel this is what brought them together, that they're very similar. They had similar ambitions and similar, like they felt that they really understood each other and had a similar path in life, okay, and ambitions. I think this is what connected them. It wasn't like this, like love at first sight kind of thing. I feel it was deeper than that. But let me go back and is that his? Yeah. And then Venus in Taurus and Mars in Taurus. This is funny because he cheated, allegedly. And he's got his Mars and his Venus in Taurus. And Taurus is about comfort. Is like they want to feel comfortable in a relationship. And when they do, they're super loyal and they're 100% there. They're 100% present in the relationship. And they're actually very giving. Emotionally, everything. They're super giving. So I don't know what went wrong there. Let's have a look. Let's see. So what went wrong in this relationship or in this marriage? They have 2 kids or 1? 2, I think.
I think it's 2.
And I think the second one is still little. So King of Wands, Page of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. What went wrong? So the infidelity doesn't come up as what broke this relationship or what broke this marriage. And really, honestly, I want to say that he cheated when it was over for him. Do you know what I mean? So I feel that when this relationship was over for him, or at least emotionally, or he made the decision that he didn't want to be in this relationship with Natalie Portman anymore, that's when the cheating happened. But technically he was still with her, obviously. So that's cheating. But it doesn't come up as the reason for the marriage, for the divorce. King of Wands. So I guess it's someone in Natalie's life, a fire sign that comes up. Okay. Someone who is probably an advisor. I want to say her dad. I don't know how close she is to her parents, but her dad's energy, I keep seeing it. I keep feeling it. Maybe he's the fire sign here. Maybe he's the one who advises her, or she confides in him, or she goes to him for advice. But I feel that somehow that he was the catalyst. Maybe it's I don't feel that this King of Wands, liked Benjamin very much. Just saying, maybe there was a lot of conflict there, feuding, fighting. Page of Swords. So I'm assuming she has a son, because this instantly to me is one of her children. And I feel it's a son. It could be a girl, or it could be her daughter, but the energy I'm picking up is the son. Son of Swords, which comes up. So I feel what is happening there. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Judgment. It just, guys, it's not, as with every relationship and marriage, there are a lot of layers to what will push a couple to divorce or to end a relationship, right? And I feel this is what's happening here, because I also have the Three of Pentacles, which is also teamwork, working together, working together to create something. We're a team. But then I have the Three of Wands, which is making plans, looking into the future, wanting to create something in the future. And then I have Judgment. I feel that they were no longer a team anymore. They were just not seeing eye to eye. They weren't agreeing to things. They were just, yeah, I feel they just grew apart.
Yeah.
This is what happened. And I do the Hermit. Yeah. So I feel both of them felt very lonely in their relationship. They were together, but they weren't together. Okay. So there's a lot of loneliness with that Hermit coming up. So, and also I do feel that there must have been with them too, it seems to be the theme, that I'm not sure, someone can let us know in the chat, but I don't feel that they were physically I feel they were physically apart for a very long time. So I don't know if he's living in a different city, area, house, or she is, but it doesn't seem to me that they were living together before. They weren't broken up. Okay, they were still a couple, but I don't feel that they were living together. I feel that they were physically apart. This is what I'm getting. So it started becoming very, very lonely for both of them. So, and what I said, I pulled the two of swords, the star. I feel that he wants to, he has his own projects and dreams and things that he wants to do, and he wants to break free from Natalie Portman. It feels here as well that they just grew apart. What kept them together is, like, I feel that they were very compatible. They were very similar in some things, but at the same time, and they had like the same vision, but in time they grew apart. They no longer had that, so they don't have that glue that keeps them together anymore. So that's what happened, and that's why I feel that all these, like, cheating allegations, etc. Yeah, it was cheating, because I do feel and see that he was seeing other people, but in his mind it was over already. It was done.
Because but what's interesting about that with the Virgo ascendant, Virgos are like that. They will, not all, I don't want to call every Virgo the same, I don't want to generalize, but from my experience with Virgos are, when they see something, they go after it, they get it, and that, I think, is what drew them together. I think they were both go-getters. They both saw things the same way. But at the end of the day, he wasn't getting his needs met. I feel like there was some sort of emasculation going on, not because she was purposefully doing that, but I think just generally the landscape of where she's sitting versus where he's sitting, his projects, as big as they are to him, will never be as big as anything that she's going to do, because the way the scope is, the lens is on them, it's never an equal playing field. So that's why I feel like for him, he was done before he actually left the relationship, because Virgos want stability. They want to know, right? They're not going to leave their job. There's a good example. They're not going to leave their job, as shitty as it is, until they find a new one. Even though they're done mentally with that job, they'll show up every day and they'll be a robot. But as soon as another one comes along, they wake right back up, and then you see it's like a lotus. They come back to life. He didn't have the balls to just say, I'm not getting what I need out of this relationship. It's not working for me. Let's just go ahead and end it. They weren't living together anyway. So it really, how is that even helping anything when you do have problems? You know what I mean? Like, if you have a partner and you get in a disagreement with them, but then you go to your separate houses, you're not really ever dealing with the actual issue, because you have the luxury of just closing your own door and dealing with it when you feel like it, or you wait till it blows over. Well, that's not going to sustain any type of relationship, friend, intimate, whatever. So I feel like she also probably is a ball buster in the same right. Because again, she's got that, they are ball busters. Virgos, they don't care. They're going to say how they feel, and they're not going to be always nice about it. So I think that both of them probably was for the best that they lived in separate houses, but that to me signals that you probably shouldn't be in a partnership.
I agree. And I'll tell you what, Virgos also dish it, but they can't take it. That's the other thing. They criticize. I'm a Virgo ascendant, so I'm actually criticizing myself right now. 100%. So criticism can throw Virgos off, but it's so easy for, no, I'm not saying that I'm criticizing. I'm just saying that as a Virgo ascendant, I can relate to some of the stuff that you said. But let me just drop a bombshell right now, you guys, because while you were talking, I was like, I want to know more about Benjamin. Like, what is going on? So here's the prediction, and you heard it here first. You guys, he wanted, not only did he want out because that relationship was over and everything that we just said. I saw in the chat someone saying that there was a rumor that he got a mistress pregnant.
That's what I saw too.
And the cards are just showing me he's gonna remarry, and this is a prediction, then like soonish, like in the next year or two, and he's gonna get, if not already, his future wife pregnant. Yes. Look, because I have the Empress and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the marriage card. The Empress is the mommy card, the mom card. And the Tower before that. So he has a Tower moment, that he created a Tower moment in order to create a new life with a new person. Wow. 10 of Swords. That's not going to go well either. That's not going to go. It's not going to last. It's not going to last. Oh, wow. Poor Natalie Portman. She's really likable. I really like her energy.
Me too.
I feel like she's someone with ethics and values. And I feel that she's very much, family comes first to her, and I really respect and appreciate that. So I'm sorry, but good riddance to him then. Good riddance to him. It's unfortunate that they have 2 children together. That's all.
But you know what? It's probably no different if they were living in separate houses. You know what I mean? It's probably going to be the same, and it'll just be another Los Angeles family.
Another one. Which is the norm now. There you go. Yeah. Wow, I wasn't expecting that either, but there you go, you guys. That's why we read the cards, because they never cease to surprise us. Never.
All right. Should we get into Taylor Swift then? Because I feel like we're on a roll with these guys being douchey.
Absolutely. Let's do Taylor Swift, and then we'll call it a night, because I don't want to keep this live too long, and I know you're super busy as well. Let's do, unless the chat says no, we want to hear about Sofia Vergara's, divorce and what happened to that. So
should we let them decide if we should do Taylor or Sofia?
Of course. Everyone's like, Sofia. Okay.
I know. I think that one was a shocking one for people too.
Okay, let's do Sofia, and then we'll do Taylor last. Okay, let me bring up Sofia's chart really quickly. Here we go. Another Cancer, double Cancer, Venus in Gemini. Wow. Mars in Leo. And then we've got, where is the ascendant? Libra.
It's in Libra. Wow.
Wow. Hold on. Let me see really quickly. Mars, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Cancer. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Where's his? Oh, Jojo. Yeah. Here we go. He's a Capricorn, another Capricorn with Venus in Aquarius, ascendant in Aries. Oh, this one's tough, not easy.
Yeah, Aries and Libra, ascendant, Sun in Capricorn. Her sun was in Cancer, right?
Her sun is in Cancer, right?
And her moon. That's a lot of Cancer. So yeah, that I can already see.
And his is like, look, he's got Sag and Mars, Venus and Aquarius. Oh,
But
not.
his moon and ascendant is Aries. That means
Yeah.
he's spicy.
Very spicy. Very spicy. And he doesn't think things he doesn't
No.
filter his thoughts, and he
Nope.
doesn't sit on his thoughts and emotions. He just goes for it. Okay.
Nope. That's what Aries do, though. That's why when they get going, people are like, oh boy, because they don't stop to think about what they're actually saying. So that makes this very interesting.
Very interesting. But look, he's also got his Venus in Aquarius, though, which means that he likes the more, he's the type that he likes the more hard to get women.
Yeah.
Women who play hard to get. That he likes a challenge. He likes that. He doesn't like the pussycat style of like women. He likes the more dynamic, the more masculine type of women. Now, Sofia Vergara, let's go back to her chart really quickly. Cancer, Cancer. And then she's got Venus in Gemini, Mars and Leo. She likes to talk. She likes to communicate. She's got ascendant in Libra. She definitely overshares, which I can see how it can be problematic with him, with Joe. I can see how that can be problematic. But let's ask the cards. Like, who filed for the divorce, though? Who was it?
I think she did.
She did. So I want to start with her.
I think she did.
Okay.
Or maybe it was mutual.
Okay, let's see. I'll start with Sophia then, since we. So. All right, let's see. Sophia's perspective, the High Priestess, 10 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. I'll show you the cards in a minute. You guys, I keep pulling because, okay, High Priestess. So I feel Sophia is very spiritual with this High Priestess, and she's very intuitive as well. So she's not like superficial. I know that we're used to that because of her role in Modern Family, etc. But she's totally the opposite of that. Okay, so she's multifaceted. This is what I'm getting, but she's also intuitive and quite spiritual as well. 10 of Cups. So family comes first for her. And why am I? So I heard from Spirit. I don't think it was. Did one of them wanted a baby or have another child, or did they want to?
I wanted to add this piece. He wanted children.
He wanted children. Okay.
And that's what I read ultimately caused them to ultimately split, was because she was not going to have another child at this point in life. And I think that was the ultimate straw that broke the camel's back. That's what the reports say. I don't know if that was actually the straw that broke the camel. Like, I don't know if that was enough for him to walk away.
I think it was one of the reasons. Like, it was one of the reasons for them not to get along, etc. I feel that because I'm reading Sophia right now, and she's Latina, so family is super important to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, family, the just generally having family around, not just her family, but having her family around.
Yeah.
Why do I feel, I don't know anything about him. Like, why do I feel like here's another money issue that's coming up? Ultimately, you guys, this is what it boils down to. When you make millions and you have millions in your account, it boils down to the coin in the end of the day. Because I have the 6 of Pentacles here, and I feel like maybe he was struggling financially, like, or he's going through like things are not as great financially now for him. Maybe he didn't earn as much as he does. And that's caused insecurities, tensions, a lot of like complaining, a lot of, you know, just the overall mood was not good.
The general behavior of any guy who's in a relationship with the woman who's the breadwinner, and then they start spiraling. Now, look, I could also see this where he wants to have a kid and she's saying no, and he's like, oh, because I'm not bringing enough money. Or it's like, you know what I mean? Like, he tries to make it about maybe he's just not good enough for her, and that's why. And in reality, she's like, no, I'm done having kids. I love my my family as is. And I think for him, it sounds like he was getting very insecure, because let's be honest, he's not making what she's making. She's booked and busy. She's working still. She's on America's Got Talent. She's getting her residuals for Modern Family. Like, if anyone wanted to stop working, she probably could. But I don't know what he does. I don't think he's been in anything.
I want to say, I feel that she's fed up of paying for him and his family. This is what is coming through with the Six Pentacles. And like, people just smooching. Like, just trying. This is what I'm getting. And you know what? She's going to protect her coin. She is. I mean, she worked hard for it.
Look, she raised her son by herself, essentially.
Yeah.
And she's also someone who's immigrated here, and she's built everything on her own. She's not going to let some guy smooch off of her. And I'm sorry, but she probably woke up one day and realized, like, this is not what I want. Like, I don't picture her with a guy that she has to pay for. Do you know what I mean? I see her being with a guy that's like, treats her like queen. Like, even if she is paying for it all, he's there to like ensure that he treats her the way she wants to be treated. I don't think he was doing that.
No. And you know what? I feel that she has lost respect in him. This is what I'm getting, you guys. I just feel that she doesn't respect him anymore. She doesn't see him in that way. And I have a feeling that behind closed doors, there's a lot of belittling. Yeah. And I'm talking about her side now. Okay. Yeah, no, I feel like she does that. Like she pokes and she belittles and she makes, especially if she's lost respect in you. And I feel that she lost respect in her husband. And it has to do, I feel, with business decisions that he's made. The fact that I feel that she helped him, his family, giving money out, supporting him a lot. But I don't feel that she felt that she got the same back. So she lost all respect in him. And on top of it, if he wanted kids as well, and there was that, how she saw it, she's very rational, how I'm picking up her energy. I really feel, although, you know, she's Latina and we see her, she's loud and she's passionate and all that, but she's got her head on her shoulders. Like, she's level-headed. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm getting. So she at some point said, no, what's the point? What's the point? I don't see us as equals. Like, I've lost respect in you because of things that you've done and said. And definitely with those Aries placements, not easy to live with, not easy to handle, you know. And she's over it. 10 of Swords. Now we have our answer. She's the one that ended it. She's the one that wanted out, not him. And the baby stuff and the children stuff, I feel he wants it, but it's not his it's not his absolute desire. Even if he doesn't have, hey, first of all, like he can have kids at any time, right? Even when he's 60, 65, he could have.
Yeah. I mean, look at what's his name? What's his name that just had a baby at 80?
Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Al Pacino, all of them. All of them.
I mean, they're all doing it now, I guess. It's like, gosh, I didn't know it still was active at that age.
Geriatric dads. But so she was like, there's no point. Okay. And you guys, the only cups I see here is the 10 of Cups, which is family, because family is important to her. And I do feel that she did work on this marriage and relationship. They've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
Because she she values family. She wants that. She was away, as you said, she was an immigrant. She was away from her family for a very long time until she made it. So that's the only thing that kind of like kept them together for a long time. And now she's done. She wants to move on, really. She's the one who ended it 100%. And I'll be honest, I don't feel she likes him very much right now. Just saying.
Oh, I can imagine.
I don't see it. Look, the world, things are going to change. Like, she wants to change things. She wants to move to move forward, like move forward to a new chapter, create a new chapter for herself. She doesn't see a future with him. Like she couldn't see her future with him in it. So, yeah, that's the 6 of Swords. She'll be fine, you guys. She is actually doing great. She's doing
she'll be
great. Oh yeah, I feel she's traveling a lot now, and I'll just breaking news. You heard it here first. I do feel that she's actually talking to someone, seeing someone on the down
There
low.
you have it. There you have it. She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. So there you have it. Right. So let's go to Taylor Swift. Last but not least, that relationship I never understood. I'm not a Swiftie. I'm just going to put it out there. Okay, you guys.
I'm not either. So don't come at us.
Yeah, don't come after us. I don't listen to her music. I mean, I like some of her songs, but I know nothing about her personal life. The only thing I know that with Matt Healy is a little bit like there's a little bit of a history there. But is there? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Because how long were they dating or seeing each other?
Was it like a year?
I think less, right? I don't know. Chat, help us out here. So, where do we start? Let's see.
Let's see who broke up with who. Who ended this one? Was it her? I think everyone assumes it was her.
I'll start with Taylor. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's see. We'll see who ended. I have a feeling she ended it too.
I do too.
Oh, but she liked him. Oh. That's why I love doing what I'm doing, and I love doing these shows because you never know what you're gonna get. Okay.
No.
And I'm gonna surprise everyone right now. 2 of Cups. Okay. Funnily enough, she was infatuated, but I have a feeling that she was infatuated by him for whatever reason. But this is what I'm picking up, you guys, and I'm getting through. Page of Cups. I'm telling you, she saw something in him that she was intrigued by. Okay. Is he slightly younger than her? This is what I'm picking up.
I think so. I
think so too. Look at this. And then I have the world. So she made this happen. I feel like she was kind of like, this is what I'm getting. She was chasing him for a long time before they were a couple. Like, I feel like she was so into him, or she was into the idea of being with him, that she really wanted to make this happen for a long time. 10 of Cups. She was honestly, she was fantasizing or romanticizing or hoping to have a family with him, or she could see herself getting married with him. I'm telling you guys, I mean, that's why we love doing this, because you never know. I mean, this is surprising for everyone. I'll pull another card. Queen of Wands. Oh, let me pull her chart really quickly. Let's see her chart. So I just pulled this. I want to show you. Taylor, Sag, that's her card then. This Queen of Wands.
Her ascendant is in Scorpio too.
Oof. Yeah. That tracks. That makes sense, because Scorpios get obsessive.
Yes.
They love to obsess over people and love and sex and whatever it is. Guys, it tracks. Queen of Wands. This is her. This is her card. Sag, fire sign. I'll pull one more. 10 of Swords. Ouch.
Yeah, not good.
She was hurt. She's not. It doesn't seem that she was the one that broke it off.
Oh. See, guys, we were like, I'm telling you, you assume that it's her because it's Taylor, right? And she probably got sick of him. This, like I said, with Ariana. And nope.
And have you noticed with every couple that we've read today that we get the 10 of Swords?
I was just going to say, that card comes up almost every single couple we've talked about, I think.
Yeah, because those are traumatic endings. Like 10 of Swords is the death card. It's like people see the death card and they're like, oh, and I'm like, no, actually, it's a positive card. This is the death card in tarot and how I read it. So it's the death of a marriage, of a relationship. Oh wow, you guys. She Six of Swords. I feel she's very disappointed in him. Like I really feel like she was into him. Like she wanted him. Like she was attracted to him. She wanted him. She for a long time, a very long time. This is what I'm getting. But then it all came to an end. Ouch. She's out and she's happier. Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Wow. You know what's funny? Look, I don't know if you guys can see this card. He looks like Ryan Gosling. Look at this.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Is that crazy?
That is crazy.
It looks like him so much. Oh wow. So yeah, so that's the story there. It's just that I don't think he was into her. I don't think he was into her. Like I feel like he liked her, appreciated her. I feel like he respects her as a musician. But she was the one that was making this happen, like infatuation. I'll keep saying it because this is what is coming through, you guys. Wow, what is the chat saying? She was either a Scorpio or Capricorn rising. Scorpio makes so much sense. Makes sense, right? Hence her reputation as the revenge breakup singer. So true.
1000%. That is a Scorpio move.
Oh yeah, so that makes 100% sense. They met in exchange numbers. She was with Joe, another Scorpio thing. Because if they like Scorpio, especially Scorpio moons, because they feel feelings, emotions deeply, like amplified, right?
Yeah.
And when they see or they feel an attraction or a connection with someone, you guys, they dive so deep into that. And that's such a Taylor thing to do. Such a Taylor thing to do. But I don't feel that he was reciprocating those feelings. No, which is sad. Could she ever swing to the ladies? So many disappointments with men. No, I don't see it. No, I don't. And
I think she also. I think this is sort of a game for her. It's a cat and mouse game. And I think men she chooses in the moment, yeah, I think she's infatuated, but I think they become her project. And and I can see that. I think someone in the comments said that it was emasculating for him on some level, and I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because of the stature she's on, and just everything that comes along with her music, just dating her and probably having to hear God knows what, the jokes like, are you afraid you're going to be the next song? Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm just speculating. I don't know if that actually happened, but I'm just saying, like, the emasculating part of it for him is probably like, well, I'm not even really that into you like that. I don't want to deal with this. And she's like, wait, what? I can make everything beautiful. Look, come here.
Let me see something else. I also feel that she lost interest in him when he started gaining more popularity and becoming more famous.
Because then it's no longer hers. See, that's the other thing with this. I think she wants someone that is just hers and no one else is going to look at and no one's going to try to fawn over and she's not going to have to worry about them running around. But the truth is, it's going to come with the territory. Anybody she dates is going to be well known by the end of it. They are.
That's true. But I mean, yeah, but he wasn't made known because he was with her. He has a career. Like he has he's got, but and his band and his group and everything is grown, their popularity, etc. So, and I think this is, and you're right, like Scorpios, they're very, very protective and very domineering too. Very. And I feel like once she felt like she was losing that power over him, she just lost interest.
Yeah, it's boring. She can't control him. She can't do what she wants to do. No. And yes, he did have he has a band, and that's great, but whose name gets screamed out more when they're walking into a room? It's not his. Sorry, no shade to him. And I'm not saying I don't know too much about his band's music, but all I can say is that she needs to be with someone that's either an equal or higher.
Oh yeah. She needs to be with someone who's not a performer, in my opinion. Okay. Someone
Yes,
who's in the
a
industry.
businessman, someone who's not in this side of it. Because
Yeah.
she can't, I don't think, and also because she's a Scorpio, she can't handle that now both of them are going to be getting attention for different reasons. And then if he doesn't do what she wants him to do, then it's a control thing. She's very territorial. It's her property, and now it's becoming everyone else's, and I'm bored.
Exactly. And who's next, So there you go. I mean, and you know what with Scorpios? This is the thing. Scorpios, when something ends, let's say a relationship, they really feel that. That is truly a death to Scorpios. Regardless of who made the decision of leaving a relationship, that is death for a Scorpio. But Scorpio being ruled by Pluto, the death and rebirth planet, they really are the phoenix that rises from their ashes. Like once they've mourned and grieved our relationship, and they've just gone through all that cycle, they come up on top. They're like, okay, I'm back, baby. Who's next? And here I am, and I'm going to revamp myself, and I'm out there. And that's exactly, and I feel this is exactly what Taylor needs. And that's why she has these mega, mega, mega albums that she sells like hot cupcakes. It's because she takes all those emotions from those breakups and all of those feelings, and she writes amazing music, performs amazingly, and she puts all that energy into that. So she needs these types of relationships, these men and relationships where she obsesses over, and then once she's done, she finds the creativity and inspiration. So that's going to be a pattern with Taylor. We will continue seeing that. That's what created her career. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's kind of part of her brand also. I mean, it's what she's known for. So, I mean, to some degree, it's to be expected, really.
Exactly. And she'll continue doing that. And if it works for her, good on her. Actually, she's very likable. To me, she's likable. I may not like her music or may not follow her career, but she's likable.
Yeah, I mean, definitely likable. I mean, there's definitely a lot of good qualities to her as an artist and the way that she's vocalized equality for the people involved in the music process, like when she wouldn't put her music on any of the streaming apps because they weren't going to pay all the writers evenly. And she was one of the first to pioneer that. So for those things, I think she's excellent. But not everyone has a strong suit everywhere. And I don't think hers is relationships or men, rather.
No, but that's a Scorpio moon. Again, I have a Scorpio moon. Okay. So that's why I know very well how that works. But unfortunately, it's Scorpios have a lot of karmic debt, especially Scorpio moons and Scorpio risings. So there's a lot of that. There is a lot of trauma, a lot of karma, and it's something that we have to work on. It's something that we have to go through and learn a lot about ourselves and heal and learn how to heal. But we always will. Resilient Scorpios are super resilient. And you know what? Regardless how Scorpios get a bad rap, and I make fun of them a lot of times, but that's who we are. Like this, that we take things lightly a lot of times when we talk about sun signs, because we are generalizing. Unless you see someone's charts and placements and everything, you can't really read someone. But Scorpios, one thing I have to say is they are loyal. Okay, they're super private, and yeah, they can get dark. They're moody. They can be aggressive sometimes. There's lots of like cons that you can say about Scorpios, but one thing you can say is they're loyal. They're super protective of the people that they love. Okay, and they're not going to play you dirty. They're not going to backstab you. That's not a Scorpio thing. They will retreat. It's a Scorpio thing. I'm going to retreat. I'm going to be a hermit. I might ghost you, but I'm not. Yes, they can be vindictive, and they will be. But overall, with people that are solid and haven't hurt a Scorpio, they're there. They're like, 100% there for them. So there you go.
There you go.
There you go. So you guys, I think that's it. This was really interesting and enlightening because we weren't expecting a lot of this stuff.
Very.
And remember where you got your breaking news from: the FemmeTarot channel and from this deck, you guys, and from Spirit. Georgia, remind, especially because we have new subscribers in the channel and new followers, please remind people where they can find you.
Yes. Thank you. I can be found on TikTok at Giorgio Says. I'm also on Instagram at Giorgio Says. My YouTube channel is at Giorgio Says, and my podcast, Giorgio Says. The podcast is new episodes are released Monday through Friday. And you can watch that on my YouTube channel or on Spotify, and you can obviously listen wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Thank you, Georgia. And for me, I'm just going to plug my services as well. So if you want to book a private reading with me, psychic reading, mediumship reading, or just a tarot reading where you have a couple of questions, then head on over to my website, which is down below, and please fill out the booking form and I'll get back to you within 24 hours, maximum 48 hours. Always check your spam box because I get that a lot. People are like, I sent a request in and I never heard back from you. Did you check the spam box? Because that's where it normally lands. And just reminding everyone. Right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Giorgio, we're going to talk as we're going to, we need to pick up where we left off from.
Yes, we do.
Definitely, because I missed you.
We have Giorgio. A catch up in order.
Absolutely. And thank you everyone for joining us today. I'll be back on Sunday. I'll be doing a live. We have a lot of other stuff to talk about. And guess who's going to be joining? Zach will be back, you guys, on Sunday. Georgia, if you've got time, please join in. Okay.
I might hop in. We might have to discuss some things, honey.
Oh, we are discussing some things, honey, on Sunday. We absolutely are.
Well, then I will be there, dear. You send me the time.
Donna might be joining as well. Daily Dose with Donna might be joining us as well. We have all the Heather McDonald, Jeff Lewis, Earring Gate, Joe Jonas. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. So Georgia, you better be here
to go through. There's so much crap going on.
There's just so much. The podcast feuds, because that's not going to end anytime soon. Just saying.
Nope.
No, but we will talk about it and we'll be a little bit more open about that on Sunday. So you better be here, Georgia.
Well, I will. I'll be here.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone. Till next time. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Bye.
Bye, guys.